Hello, everyone, and welcome to Doodly Doo. It is your host, Matt Fry. Again, I have with me
Terry Webb.
Terry, also known as Gas Masked Killer on Instagram. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay. So today, Terry challenged me to make a Spaz comic in half an hour. Any of you who have ever made a comic know that it takes longer than that, but we're going to do what we can do.
I'm more worried about me having to do it.
Well, you offered the challenge.
I know.
So, real quick, a little bit of history on why we're doing it the way we're doing it. Switch over to display. I used to have a webcomic called Mr. Spaz. Had what I would describe as moderate success. But I quit after a while because it was just hard and crushing, and as I mentioned before, I just really was chasing the numbers. So let's pull up a random one here. I also put way too much work into it. There's a lot of shortcuts I could have taken. So this was, I put this out when it came out. So it's a little ghost guy who has a lot of misadventures, very dark comedy. Feels bad to even call what I do comedy, but so yes, we are going to create our own little 4-panel comic, and we're going to also, well, I insisted on adding an edge of randomness into it.
Yay!
Which is, we are going to use a random word generator to assign ourselves a noun, which, if you know, a noun is a person, place, or thing. It either has to be mentioned or visually represented in the comic somehow. So, magic word number 1. Do you want your word first, or do you want me to get my word first?
I'll take it first.
As it should be. Alright. Your word is queen.
I have no clue what I'm going to do with that, but okay.
That's not that hard.
For you.
Alright, time for mine. Message.
I get queen, you get message. I have no clue what I'm going to do with this.
Alright, so I'm gonna start the timer. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty.
Alright, 30 minutes to create an entire 4-panel comic. No worries. So for anyone that didn't know, I used to take about 4 hours to make a comic, but that is mostly because I was doing it very stupidly, as I said before. I would create 4 massive whole page comics and then condense that down a little bit. So I'm going to be a little bit smarter now with what I presume to be the benefit of wisdom. So far I have no ideas.
Me too. Not at all.
It's a great start to an episode.
No clue what I'm going to do.
There's something about a message. Oh, easy peasy. Got it. Alright. Now I'm going to do something somewhat smart and go ahead and set up the rest of my layers here. Oh no, not like this.
I had no clue where I'm going with this, and I have no clue what I'm going to do. Maybe.
Why won't it become a sub-level to that? Don't worry guys, the whole episode isn't going to be me figuring out how to do comics again.
Oh yes it is. Don't lie to the people.
I'll lie to them as much as I want. It's my show.
That's true.
Alright, so message.
I'm already having to Google stuff so I can try to think of what to do.
I'm going to do real quick rough end work to get all panels finished. So you kind of came in with a game plan, right?
I had one until you gave me Queen.
Excellent.
Oh.
I love it.
Now, do you know if the Queen resides in London or is it Manchester?
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing now.
I think Birmingham is a suburb of London, so you could get away with any London-based jokes you want to make.
Okay, I'm sure none of this will be right, so.
So I, of course, am using my character, Mr. Spaz. Are you using Mr. Spaz, or are you going...
Oh, I'm using Spaz.
100%. Spaz was something I came up with in high school.
How long ago was that?
Who knows? I am an ageless wonder.
I wish I could be that way.
I chose this. I will tell you, the 2000s were still kind of new when I was in high school.
Yeah, I was right around there.
Alright, so Spaz is going to concentrate on what he's doing.
And I'm not.
Just get stuck in, like, Google purgatory. I don't even remember how I used to draw Spaz. It's been so long.
Sure, I had to ask you earlier if he had fingers.
Yeah, I think he always had fingers. It's just they looked very different over the age of Spaz.
Oh, come on.
Because they used to be kind of stick fingers, like they would just jut out.
Right. That's totally how I'm going to represent them.
I mean, that's fine. But over time, I started giving them like rounded fingers, so they actually looked like they operated like fingers.
Right. Everything I go to delete deletes more than what I want to delete.
C'est la vie.
Ugh.
Okay, this is not perfection time. This is
Get it done in a half an hour time.
Yeah. Another fun fact, my character, Spaz, was mute. He didn't say anything.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I totally forgot he was a mute.
Yeah, he never once said anything in the whole year that I had the webcomic. So that, I mean, to me, that was like a challenge to myself to make visual comedy with a webcomic. But then there were stories I wanted to tell, or like scenarios I wanted to set up, and that's when I started putting other characters in who could say things to create the situation instead of me having to use a whole panel just to like visually set up what I'm talking about.
What was the red guy's name? I don't remember it.
I don't think I ever officially named him, but in the Zombie Apocalypse short comic, I think I named him Z, of all things.
That sounds about right.
Because I got to that point and I literally thought, I don't have a name for this character. Mr. Spaz also happened before I actually got serious about drawing and doing art. It was a way for me to tell a story without having to be too talented.
You know, and I remember when you first showed me Mr. Spaz, we were working out in your garage, and you were like, oh, check this out. It was like a drawing from high school, and I just fell in love with it. Instantly.
I'm trying to think of what situation that was.
I think we were moving drums.
I mean, that seems like a thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we were doing. So I'm going to apologize right now to anyone that's in England, because I guarantee everything I'm drawing is completely wrong.
They don't take as much offense as Americans do.
Yeah.
Oh, to be British for a day. I also won't offend them with my terrible British accent.
Why not?
Because I don't have a good one.
That's one thing I always wish I could do, is do an accent. And you do, like, really good ones.
What?
Yeah, like when we were playing Metro and stuff, you could you'd talk just like they were talking on there.
Oh, when I semi sort of figured out how to do like a Russian accent.
Yes, I loved it. I could never do it.
The thing about when I do an accent is it quickly devolves into a different accent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's never stays where I want it to stay.
I get that.
Now, I used to be able to do what I called the BBC accent, which is the British Broadcasting Center, Commission, whatever. Which is where I would use like a really light British accent to describe mundane things.
Oh, okay.
It was fun for me, but obviously it wasn't great. Make a dynamic pose here to make it sound really dramatic. Seem dramatic. I'm gonna fix this later.
I don't know how to do this, or if it'll even come out right.
Welcome to art. Oh god, I'm drawing this and I feel like I'm just going back in time and getting all of my bad habits again. Because I'm like, oh, my arm is remembering how to draw this poorly.
Oh, I should have done this differently. Oh well.
Well, hey, we have 20 minutes left.
Well, that's good, because I was almost done, and I was like, wait, that's not right.
Yeah, erase it all.
Yeah, I'll try this.
Okay. Now, another fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I chose a 4-panel setup was actually because I wanted the comedy to be offbeat.
Right.
So, from what I've gathered from other comedians, comedy kind of happens in threes. Like the third beat is like the punchline.
Okay.
I wanted it to feel off while you're reading it, but still be funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I would either hold off the punchline until the 4th panel, so you have like way too much exposition, or I would deliver the punchline in the 3rd panel like a good comedy boy, and then just awkwardly linger longer than necessary on the joke.
That makes sense.
Does it? Because
no, not at all. I have no clue what you're talking about.
yeah, I was so desperate to be different that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna subvert the genre. I didn't know what that meant. I still don't really.
I was gonna say, I have no clue what you're talking about.
But like, I was so hell-bent on being different that I think I really sacrificed the quality of some of the content that was on there just for the sake of being different.
It happens.
Yeah. Sometimes you try stuff and it doesn't work. Like being a webcomic artist. Now I make like real life comics that you can hold in your hands.
I know. I have one. I love it.
I'm still trying to find a good way to release Murder Lock because it's a $2 comic. But if I were to just like let it loose and have people try to buy it and get it shipped, it would cost almost as much as the actual comic to get it where it needs to go. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it just doesn't seem like the right way and time to try to go about that.
I get it.
What about you, Terry? What are you into now? What are you doing?
What do you mean?
With the comic, with life?
Life stressful, as always.
Right on.
Actually, I was working on a buddy's car the other day, and I broke my finger. I told him I was going to charge him an extra $50 for my finger being broken.
You broke your finger?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
Right at the tip.
it wasn't in a splint or anything, so I didn't notice.
No, I most definitely did not go to the hospital because I can't afford that.
Welcome to America.
Yep.
To any and all of our European visitors, America is a giant heaping trash pile.
Yeah.
And it costs less to die than it does to fix stuff on your body.
Most definitely.
And that's my political commentary for the day. Ooh, 15 minutes and I still haven't even drawn the punchline.
I don't even think mine's a punchline.
Oh, I didn't even draw my character. Oh, gosh. Again, just want to reiterate, it used to take me minimum 1 hour to do this. What we are attempting to do in 30 minutes.
See, I didn't think it took you that long. That's why I asked you. I was like, you think you can do one in 30 minutes?
We'll find out. You, me, everyone watching right now will find out if I can do a comic.
I mean, I know I can't. I mean, I did something, but a comic? I don't know. It would really help if I'd stop getting new programs to work with and not giving myself time to learn them.
I went through that for a while until I found the right drawing software.
Well, as much as I'm paying for this one, I think I'm going to stick to it. And I know I can do so much more with it. So if I can learn it again, I used to use it all the time. And I have noticed that I stutter. Yay.
That was supposed to be a stutter, but I got caught up in like the actual.
And the melody.
Yeah. I'm a slave to the music.
That's alright, I am too.
Alright, so I gotta capture the emotion of him putting all of his hopes and dreams into this message he's casting out into the world.
Oh, I forgot you had a message.
Yeah. I suppose I could have wrote it somewhere to make it obvious to the viewers, like...
You know, I thought that too, but then I was like, I don't want to. Mainly because I just didn't want to.
I don't blame you. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out the physics of a ghost man is just weird.
Physics of a ghost man?
Yeah, like...
Not gonna lie, I drew like ovals with a flat bottom. That's my spaz as of right now.
That's good enough.
What would be a good queenie color?
Purple?
Purple? Like
Purple's,
royalty? I
yeah.
understand.
Just a real dark purple.
Yeah, we'll try this one. Now, don't the people that stand outside Buckingham Palace, they wear a bunch of red and stuff, right?
Yes, and they have the big black fuzzy hats.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Making sure.
Mm.
Now, when we're done with these, are we going to explain what's going on? Or just let the viewers interpret it?
Up to you. I mean, I can explain mine.
I don't know if I can. Like, I started out with an idea, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And it was already too late. So I'm like, well, I'm going to change it slightly.
Yeah. I'm going to save the actual content of the message until the very last second. That way the audience doesn't get a spoiler.
That sounds like a good plan.
Alright, I'm going to try... Oh, I'm going to try so hard to ink this.
Oh, see, I didn't even, like, do it in blue like we did last time. I just
you skipped the sketch.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Learn from last time.
Yep. Most definitely. That was, I felt bad about that.
Also, a cool shout out for anybody who likes StarCraft. A buddy of mine on Twitch, Danberg SC, stands for StarCraft. He will also sometimes react to our videos on his stream, and he's a good old friend of mine from college. So if you guys are interested, go over to Twitch, check him out. He also has a YouTube channel where he dumps his VODs. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, videos on demand. Yep, that'd be it.
So yeah, go check him out. He's essentially giving me free advertising, so the least I can do is reciprocate.
I know I sat down and watched it the other day. I enjoyed it.
And if you are interested in StarCraft, he does he'll break down his performance, and you learn a lot. Plus, he tries to be interactive with his chat, which is something that can be hard to do in such an intense game like StarCraft. Because he plays in the Korean server at a competitive level. So, in the future, hi Dan. Hope you're doing well on the ladder today. Yep.
I don't even know what StarCraft is.
It is a real-time strategy game.
Makes sense.
So, did you ever play Age of Empires?
No.
Okay. Did you ever play Command and Conquer?
Nope.
Never mind. I don't know.
You're right. I haven't played a lot of stuff, so I don't know where. I don't know.
All his fans are gonna roast you.
I believe it.
Doesn't know what StarCraft is. You loser.
All I know is when I clicked on it, I just kept hearing, "You need more money" or something like that. And I was like, "Okay, I need more money." I agree.
I mean, yeah, it's just talking about life right there.
Right.
Oh,
it'd help if I'd stop clicking on the wrong thing.
do you want to know how much time we have left?
I do, actually.
7.5 minutes.
Well, that's not a lot of time.
Nope. And today I am the one freaked out because I don't have Oh, that hand is wrong. Don't have time to fix it. It's whatever.
That hand is wrong.
Does it seem like the 30 minutes went by a lot faster today?
It does. But then again, the hour on the last episode went by way too fast for me. So
I forgot we did an hour last time. Maybe that's why it seems like this is just going light speed.
yeah. But I'm glad it's only like a 4-panel thing.
Only 4 panels.
I'm just saying, if it was more, there ain't no way I'd be able to do it, especially when I got Queen. I still don't know what I'm doing. And I'm almost done.
Well, you'll have a chance to explain after we're done.
Oh, come on.
You come on.
I don't feel like it right now. Got a headache.
Well, you came on the show.
Yeah.
I regret saying that I would ink this. I regret it so hard. I regret that I need to ink it. Because I left it so sloppy with the sketch layer.
Let's see if I can get this to actually work. I keep forgetting I can't rotate. I'm worried that I'm going to turn my computer and hit a button. It's just going to go all downhill from there.
I will say I am not coloring this.
Oh, I'm totally coloring. That's what I've been doing like for the last 7 minutes.
So you can do it for 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I might get it done by then.
Okay, I may have to skip to the last panel and just write the punchline in. That might be the way I have to do this.
Mine really, like I said, doesn't have a punchline, so I don't know really what this is.
I guess it's up to you to define what it is. It is a visual storytelling experience.
I mean, it does. It reminds me more like the old school Spaz you did in like that first one I saw where he was just falling out of the airplane or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That's that first one that you showed me.
It's called Pointy Mountains for anybody that wants to find that one. It is dark and has violence, so be warned.
Oh, so is mine, so.
Well, alright. Just be warned.
Yep.
Everything is bad and no one is good.
Basically.
I'm going to go through and take off all these sketch layers, and it's just going to be awful. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have given myself more time for this.
See, that's why I didn't want to do sketches, because I was worried about time, especially not knowing what I was doing. It just scared me.
And I tried to do a little like cool perspective thing where his hand is closer. And that ate up too much time because perspective is it's a harsh mistress.
Mischief.
That too.
Oh, that reminds me. I want to show you something this program can do afterwards.
Ooh, I get some sneak peekings
I
off
don't
camera.
know what I'm gonna use it for, but I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
So you're gonna give everyone a master class in Illustrator, right?
No, not at all. See, I went to school for about a semester and a half for what graphic design.
Same.
So I have no skills.
Well, I wouldn't say you have no skills, just
Very rusty skills, at least at this point, because it's been at least, what, 5 years?
Has it been that long?
I think the last thing I actually made was the Gear Time logo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no one has to look that up.
Hey, now, the logo is cool. All right.
Yes. I mean, there was good stuff on there. It's always embarrassing looking at your old stuff.
You're telling me. I heard my voice for the first time the other day when you posted the first video. I'm like, oh, I hate it.
I think that's pretty common because the way we hear ourselves in our head is very different from the way it gets picked up in microphones. Whoops. I did not turn my notifications off. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Welcome to Le Club.
Welcome to Doodly Doo.
Yeah, pretty much how that works. Oh, 1 minute. This can be so rough. Rough.
Oh, I was not prepared for you to say 1 minute.
You think I was? At least you're doing color.
Oh, but it's not going to be done. I don't know if any of this is visually correct at all. Sometimes in this program, when you're coloring in stuff, I'm sure I'm not coloring how you're supposed to. If you do too much, and then when you let go of it, it'll like erase half of what you did. Because it's like, no, we ain't doing that much.
I feel it.
And I forget it every time.
Oh, 15 seconds.
No! At least let me do this. Layers. No.
Oh no!
Where's it at? Where's it at? There. Bam!
Alright. So, dismiss. Oh.
I'm afraid to touch my computer. I don't want it to mess up.
Alright, well, who wants to display theirs first?
You go ahead. I'm sure mine's horrible, and I want to see yours.
Alright. So, I'm gonna... Will you allow me to take the sketch layers off?
Yeah, you can do what you want. I threw on layers that I had in the background after that went off, so...
Oh my goodness. I put the ink layer on the sketch layer on one of them.
Oh, good job.
Oh gosh. Alright.
That's that time limit. It gets you every time.
Yep.
You just don't realize your mistake. God, you're so good.
So we have Spaz writing a message, Spaz stuffing the message into a bottle. I forgot to draw the rest of the bottle on section 2.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
3 is where you get the final setup that he's on a deserted island, kind of.
Oh, so good.
And then the message he chose to send out in the world was send nudes.
I love it.
Spelled very wrong.
Well, I mean, it is Spaz, so.
And of course, what the F asterisk is the person who found the message responding like, what?
I love it. I really do.
So not my highest quality work, but in 30 minutes, like,
Dude, it's 1,000,000 times better than mine.
can't say that.
Oh, I know that.
All right, let's see what you got.
I can't move the computer because I'm scared. So, you gave me Queen, which is horrible. So, I got Spaz visiting London.
Okay.
You know, he goes and sees the, I don't know what that thing's called.
Ferris wheel?
Yeah, but it's the big one. They have a certain name for it.
I don't even remember that.
Like Eye of London, maybe? I don't remember. I'm
Okay.
probably 100% wrong. And then it's got him visiting Big Ben. And then he meets the Queen and tries to touch her and gets stabbed. So, yep. Pointless graphics.
That was 90% of Spaz.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going for.
But yours did have a punchline. Like, it looks like he's just having a good time in London, and then he goes and tries to, like, touch the queen and gets murdered.
Yeah, he's like all fascinated with her. He's like, I must touch you. And then no.
I like it.
I like that I chose that everyone is Spaz-esque, like body-wise.
Yeah, because in
I didn't want to draw a queen.
It just sort of. Now listen, mad respect to the queen, but she's old, so it just would have been like skin sacks.
Yeah. I didn't want to draw that.
Long live the queen.
See, and I also, when you said queen, I was like, the band? And then I tried to think of something along those lines, and I just didn't come off the head quick enough.
Now, see, I thought you were going to incorporate your other comic idea because queen is also like a phrase they give like women.
I thought about it. I really did. But I was like, no, because I already had that one set up. And I didn't want to just cheat and use my one I had planned.
All right. Well, I had fun.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah.
We will see you guys in another video.
Woo!
Check out Danberg SC on Twitch.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.